I like to think that I've seen everything in sprint car racing over 47 years as a fan and then a writer. Turns out that isn't the case. We discuss it on today's edition of the Sprint Car Unlimited 90 at 9. Every time I think I've seen it all, something new happens. Leave it to California and the Trophy Cup, a race that has been dubbed by some to be the biggest on the West Coast. I beg to differ, especially after a weekend in which officials made the decision to rework the track during Saturday's main event. You didn't hear that wrong. During a lap 34 red flag for fuel, the decision was made to do a track rework. According to drivers and other people in attendance, it was based on the fear that the teams' tires wouldn't make it to the end on a rubbered up racetrack, the third time it happened in 3 days. I understand the desire to try and save the race, but the last thing you want to do is alter the racing surface during the main event. That's a big no no, and it opens the door for speculation of favoritism. This was a terrible decision. Caden Steele and DJ Neto were tied in points for the overall Trophy Cup title heading into the rework. This track prep cost them a possible $30,000 check and handed it over to Corey Day, who passed 5 cars in the closing laps after not being a contender, thanks to the rework. It would have been better if they let teams change tires and then raced it out. Or you could have done what they did at the 2004 Kings Royal when Jason Sides was the victor. Just let the chips fall where they may. But that didn't happen here. The weekend ended with 3 rubbered up racetracks, a really bad decision, and a feeling that this is a 360 gimmick race. Worse, drivers and teams were pretty upset, and that doesn't bode well for the future of this event. But there is some good news. The number of updates and engagement on social media from this event were so minimal, maybe no one noticed. That's going to wrap up this edition of the Sprint Car Unlimited 90 at 9, and we'll be back tomorrow. Stay tuned.